Hey guys, thank you for checking out this video. So if you're on this channel or looking at my videos, you probably like playing 720, maybe it's your favorite game or you're just a fan, whatever. I'm hoping there's some crossover and people will also be interested in Smash TV, because that's a game I want to talk about today. So Smash TV was I think it was the 5th game I got and added to my collection. The 5th or 6th. But in my opinion, it's probably the best two-player cooperative game ever made. I really like it. I like games where you're not fighting against each other, you're actually working together, and Smash TV was one of the best. I think that the best two-player competitive game is probably what I have next to it. Street Fighter 2. I like the Hyper Fighting Edition. I think it was the most balanced, and it's the one that I played the most. But yeah, Smash TV is a great game. It's like a technologically updated version of Robotron that's 2 players. It's got the same control scheme as Robotron, where you move with the left-hand joystick and you shoot with the right-hand side. It's got a pretty funny and cool theme. It's like some of the 80s action movies, like Schwarzenegger's Running Man. It's got that game show, violent, fight to the death theme, and then it's got some crossover with RoboCop. It's got some sayings from RoboCop in there. The guy says, "I'd buy that for $1" and some stuff. So it's a pretty funny game with a cool theme. I got mine from the Colorado collector John Exidy Jamsid, who has just a ton of games, ton of knowledge about collecting. He's been doing it forever, and he kind of coached me through some stuff with the game. He was the first person to ever ship me a game and so on. So the cabinet's very cool. It came in 2 versions. This is the 27-inch larger version. There's also a smaller 19-inch version that would fit obviously in a smaller area. And that small version is pretty cool for a couple reasons. It's got a really cool bezel around the screen that makes it look like there's television cameras and lights around. And a different cabinet with some slightly different artwork. So it's pretty cool. I think someone did a project recently to have a version of that bezel made larger and made to fit this cabinet, so that is something that you can do too. The only thing I've done, this is probably the only cabinet I have where I haven't actually done much restoration to it. The only thing I did do was I kind of undertook the project, and it took me a while to get it done, but let me just move the camera over a little bit closer. I added Total Carnage using a Mike's Arcade double JAMMA adapter. So with a little button that I have on the front right here, you can just hit it and swap over to Total Carnage and play both. So pretty cool addition. I probably spent more time on the actual project of adding the conversion than I've actually played Total Carnage, but that's okay. I like having both games. One thing you would notice about this, the cabinet was in really good shape when I got it. That's probably why I haven't done much restoration. It's got a few nicks here and there. The marquee, historically, every Smash TV you see, the marquee is totally faded. This red is like almost white or barely an orange-yellow color. I put some red, like plastic film behind here so that when the light's on, it looks very red and lit up like it should. When the marquee light is out, you can't see that. So at any rate, I'm going to move the camera over and try to find a good spot to actually play some of it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Maybe I'll play through the whole first level though. Alright, here we go. So, I always kind of struggle to find a good spot for the camera where I can play and get it close enough to see, so hopefully this works out. So, Room 1 of Arena 1. The funny thing about this very first level is we can actually finish the entire thing without ever firing a shot, which is kind of funny. Just because the enemies are so slow and get a lot of power. So various things pop up while you play. Most of them are money, gold, silver, presents which give you points. Then there's the power-ups like this shield. This is kind of like an immunity ring here. Here's the spread gun. More money. Alright, and that should be it for Room 1. So now I will have to fight. So here's the map. I'm going to make my way to this bonus room with extra prizes for points up here, and then on to Mutoid Man if I get there. I'm just going to play one game kind of 1/4's worth and see how I do. So either the game will end or I'll finish Mutoid Man and then stop there. You want to avoid the round gray mines, obviously. And you want to kind of memorize where they are because they eventually get covered up by all the bonus things. A couple of free guys there, that was lucky. So there's the grenades, they pretty much one-shot everything. And you have a tendency to want to use them all very quickly, but you can kind of conserve them a little bit. And the main gun, of course, never runs out of ammo. The special guns do. You can see your ammo by this green bar along the top. And see it run out as you're shooting back to red when it's gone. So I will go up, making my way to that top corner. So those red guys, as you can see, if you don't kill them in a certain amount of time, they explode and shoot their shrapnel out at you. And you always want to take that guy out, which I forgot. So that's not a very good start. You really shouldn't die on probably the first 3 boards, just because everything that comes out is much slower than you. You should be able to just sit in a corner and defend it. I missed there in the lower left corner just a moment ago was a pretty cool one. It basically gives you a second little orb that shoots wherever you shoot also, kind of like you just then have 2 guns. So meet Mr. Shrapnel. This is one where you really want to try to get rockets or something like this. So it's always nice to get the boots when you're in this level, which obviously make you run faster. It's really one of the best power-ups to grab anytime you're playing is the boots. They really keep you alive. I'll take that over a gun usually. So here's the first level with the purple guys, in addition to the green. They're obviously, as you can see, a lot faster. You always want to prioritize shooting them over the green guys, even if they're farther away than the green guys. So on this level, you really can't, for the whole time, defend a corner, I've found. I'm able to do it right now because of this extra gun power-up, maybe for a while. Right there, I just lost it, need to get out. You always want to be careful crossing over a doorway like that. You don't want to fight in front of the doors, obviously. Yeah, that was trouble staying so close to that Mr. Shrapnel. there's the example of what I was talking about before. Eventually you just kind of get overwhelmed in these levels fighting in a corner. Okay, Tank Trouble. There's a good example of not fighting in front of a door. You can kind of see why. So last guy, I'll try to kind of make it count. Let's see. Okay, so I'll get a fresh set of grenades for Mutoid Man, and the tough thing is that when you first start, you get the red balls which shoot out and try to kill you, and you got to hit a little circle of red balls in the middle to get rid of them. Let's see if I can not die to these. And you don't know what side they're going to come from. So you don't want to get that power up that was down there on the bottom initially, because you want to try to kill these guys that are sitting on Mutoid Man, the little turret guys on the front. And that gun is a special gun that you only get when you're fighting the bosses that shoots in an arc. So it's very hard to aim because you're only hitting a spot that's far from you. So I'm going to take my time and try to beat this guy, meaning I will be spending most of my time in the corner. And the reason is, like, if I was to try to cross behind him right now, he would run me over. But the top corners are safe, so usually when you're playing two-player, you'll each be in a corner, and whoever he's tracking, the other person will run down here and get the power-ups and be shooting at him. So I'm in trouble now with one player just because of... see, if I run behind him, he'll run up quick and try to get me. So every so often, the Mr. Shrapnels pop out. And you can only damage Mutoid Man with a special power-up. So there we go. I got out of that top left corner. Got his arm blown off. It's kind of like phase 1. His 2 arms, then his chest, or his shirt, or whatever, and then last is his head, and then you don't have to worry about the lasers. Oh, and the keys, there's the keys. So you want to try in a full game to collect, I think it's 100 keys. It's enough keys to get into the Pleasure Dome, which is a single screen at the end of the game where basically you run around and pick up a bunch of the girl characters, and it's just a ton of extra points. You can actually get all the keys that you need in one screen if you know where it is, and it's in Arena 3. It's the very last arena, and there's one of the bonus rooms there that show the money on it when you're looking at the map. That I think it's in the lower right corner, and it starts off with like 100 keys. You just run around and then you're good. You're getting to the Pleasure Dome. It's in a bad spot because of his lasers. So that's trouble right there. Got to get rid of this. So that was tough because I'll go ahead and finish him off. What the heck? that was tough because you can see I needed to shoot that thing, but I had that arcing boss gun, and so I couldn't get it. So obviously while I'm running around out here, I'm hoping for a power-up. Key doesn't do me much good. And you can see the lasers are not shooting straight out, they're above, and so you can run underneath them. They're only hitting that single spot. So now the lasers are back, or the head's back, I should be able to finish it off. Oh, I didn't know I got grenades. Usually one of those arcing guns will finish off the boss from this stage. So there you go, level 1 or arena 1 of Smash TV. Maybe someday I'll do the rest of them too, but that wasn't my best game by any stretch. A lot of deaths. Usually you should be able to finish that guy off on 1/4. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching.